Sewing up Ogerpon's story, the return of our old rivals, and a brand new mythical Pokemon. This is everything we know about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's final Epilogue DLC. Let's get into it. Pokemon have just officially revealed the special Epilogue adventure, but anyone who has been paying attention to leaks will have seen it coming. In a surprise announcement, the Pokemon Company confirmed that a short epilogue will be available in January 2024, sending trainers back to Kitakami with some familiar faces from the Paldea region, and it'll release on January 11th, 2024 at 2 PM UTC. If you want that converting into your local time, that's 6 AM in Los Angeles, 9 AM in New York, 2 o'clock if you live in the UK, 3 o'clock if you're in Central Europe, and 1 AM if you're in Sydney, Australia. Before you can play the Scarlet and Violet epilogue, you'll need to finish the post-game of the main story, and also finish both parts of the DLC, the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc. Once you've done that, all you need to do is make sure your game is updated to the latest version once the epilogue is released, and you'll be ready to jump right in. The epilogue will take trainers back to the Kitakami region from the Teal Mask for one final adventure, with the teaser trailer revealing that characters like Nemona, Arven and Penny will be coming back along for the ride. Pokemon took a bit of flack for leaving what were essentially your rivals from the main game completely out of the DLC so far, especially Nemona, who is supposed to be one of the most powerful trainers in the land, so it's nice to see them back in the thick of the story. Outside of that though, there's been very little confirmation of any other details, but like we said at the top of the video, there have been some pretty significant leaks that were discovered by data miners after the Teal Mask dropped. And we're going to take a little dive into them now, so if you're looking to avoid spoilers, or don't want to know anything more than Pokemon want you to know, look away now, this is your final spoiler warning. So, at the end of the Teal Mask, you might have noticed that we never really tied up all the loose ends around Ogerpon's and the Loyal Three's story, particularly around the mysterious leader of this group of misguided Mons. Short of heading back out into Kitakami and capturing the Loyal Three, we never really got any closure, and that seems to be what the epilogue is focused on, by introducing so far the only official Gen 9 mythical Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, Pecharunt. Mythical Pokemon are a group of Pokemon seen so rarely in the Pokemon world that some question their very existence. And while they are related to legendaries, they're their own distinct group that traditionally you could only get via event distributions. Pokemon like Arceus or Jirachi or Celebi. And while that has occasionally changed in modern Pokemon games, Pecharunt is technically only available in a downloadable event, so I suppose it makes the cut. Pecharunt is actually referenced in the teaser trailer. Right at the end, the shot of the statue is a carbon copy of the cute little ball of malice, and players will apparently be able to interact with the statue using an item called the mythical Pecha Berry, which will trigger the whole epilogue and kickstart what might be Pokemon's most outwardly dark story beat so far, or certainly one we haven't really seen since Gen 1. Zombie NPCs, not dissimilar to the channelers players encountered back in Lavender Town's tower back in Red and Blue, will cover Kitakami, supposedly under the possession of Pecharunt after falling under its spell because of some cursed or poisoned mochi. Beyond that though, even with the leaks being spread around, there isn't much more known about the plot of the epilogue or even how Pecharunt will interact with the Loyal Three, and if that will work any differently depending on if you've caught them or not. Given its general attitude, maybe Kieran will have another crack at capturing a rare mythical mon. That said, we'll keep our Master Ball handy, just in case. So there you go, everything we know about Scarlet and Violet's epilogue Mochi Madness event. Stick with us for more info as it comes out, and if you're looking for more Pokemon videos like this, check out these videos here.